Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is AJ, and I'm coming to you with another video. And today is Transparent Tuesday, so I will be answering a question that a viewer has asked of me. But before I do that, please do me a favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. I will greatly appreciate that. So, today's question, fairly simple. The question that was asked of me is, how old were you when you realized you were queer? And I was very, very young. I was 9 years old when I knew that I was queer. Only thing was, I didn't have the language to articulate that I was queer. You know, back then that was in the 70s. The term queer wasn't really going around like it is now, and I never heard of that word, so I didn't know what to call myself. I just called myself different. I called myself weird. That was one of the main things that I thought of myself, that I was just weird because I wasn't doing what everyone else was. I'm an AFAB, which means I was assigned female at birth, but I completely failed that assignment. I never felt like the little girl that I was forced to be surrounded with. I always hung out with the boys. I always played with the boys. I was called a tomboy, even though I wasn't, because a tomboy is defined as a girl who acts like a boy. But that wasn't me. I knew I wasn't a girl and I wasn't acting like a boy. I was just being me. So at 9 years old, you know, when you don't know what to say or who to say it to about how you feel you really are, you just kind of bottle it up, you keep it suppressed, and you play the game of being who everyone else think you are. So I played the role of the girl with all the other girls and hated every minute of it. But it was a learning experience. I see now in hindsight, it was a learning experience. But at that time, at age 9, it was torture. It was horrible. So and it really bothers me now when I hear adults saying, especially the lawmakers and the legislatures, that are telling parents that children do not know if they are trans or if they are part of the LGBTQ community. But that is absolutely false. Children do know. I don't know when adults started thinking that children are stupid. Children are not stupid. They are very, very intelligent. I mean, think about this. When parents have a baby, and they bring the baby home. Those parents, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to be a parent. But a baby knows how to be a baby because a baby knows how to be completely dependent on the parent. The parent doesn't know how to take care of the baby. The baby tells the parent what to do. There's a certain cry when they're wet. There's a certain cry when they're hungry. There's a certain cry when they're hurting. And parents have to learn what the child is trying to teach them. So, when in that child's life do you stop listening to them? You listen to them as an infant to figure out what they want. But when they're 4 and 5 years old and they tell you that, hey, I'm trans, then all of a sudden they don't know what they're talking about. That's totally crazy. And there are some people as young as 4 years old who do know that they are queer. And that is totally okay. It's the parents that need to be re educated, not the kids. So that's just a sidebar. That's my opinion and my feelings. But I know there are a lot of people who stand with me on that. But for me, I was 9 years old, and you know, it was just a long journey into getting where I am today. I'm about a week and a half shy of being 52 years old, and I transitioned when I was 50 years old. Before I transitioned, I identified as androgynous non binary, and that never ever felt right. It never felt complete, but it gave me something tangible to hold on to for me to be able to articulate that I was not in the binary. I was not this person that society thinks I'm supposed to be. But when I realized that I was non binary trans, then that's when my whole world opened up. And that's when I realized that is what I am. And I'm proud of that. I'm extremely proud of being a trans person. But I knew that I was queer at the age of 9. Just didn't know how to say it. So that's my answer. Like I said, it wasn't going to be a long video. It's fairly simple. I was 9 years old when I knew that I was queer, and it's been a journey. It's been a long journey. If I could say anything to that 9-year-old child back then in the 70s, I would say do your best to get through all the hard times, all the bullying, all the tragedy that you had to face, and realize that every day brings something new, something better. And don't be afraid to express who you are, no matter where you are and no matter who you're with, because at the end of the day, as long as you love you, that's all that matters. That's what I would tell my younger self at the age of 9. So, and I would also say that it gets better, and you are going to be an amazing person. Um, so yeah, so that's my video. Again, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll come back with more videos. If you have any questions about my transition journey or transitioning in general, you can hit me up with a question and I will answer it in a video. So that's it for Transparent Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for following me on my journey. And I will see you all next week. Be good. And if you can't be good, then be good at it. AJ out.